Hello, welcome back. Patty, how do I stop feeling like an imposter when I'm speaking English? This question was from one of you guys, and I was thinking about it for a very long time, trying to understand why it is that lots of us actually do feel like imposters when we're speaking a language that is not ours. So I think the first thing we have to do to understand this question and to understand our feelings is to look at the definition of imposter according to Cambridge Dictionary. I'm going to read it to you. So, definition of imposter according to Cambridge Dictionary is a person who pretends to be someone else in order to deceive others. Okay, a person who pretends to be someone else. So you're not that person. I am pretending to be English. I am not English. Okay? And the reason why I do this is because I want to deceive other people. I want other people to think I am English. I want other people to believe I am English. Do you guys do that? I mean, do you pretend to be English or Irish or American or Australian or Canadian and so on because you want people to think that you are? No, you don't do that. Okay, so hold on. So you're not pretending to be any of those people, and you don't want people to believe that you are in fact a native speaker. Okay, then you're not an imposter. It's really as simple as that. But why do we feel like we are? And I think I am a very good person to talk about this because, as you guys know, because I've spoken about it so many times, I was bullied at school in England for not being English. So the bullying was not explicit. It was not like, go back to your country. No, it was not like that. But it was like laughing, like making fun of me, making me feel like the only reason why I was being bullied was because I was different. And the main reason for my being different was I was from a different country. I was not from England, I was from Brazil, you see. So in my case, as a teenager at the time, it really was important for me to eliminate bullying from my life. For bullying to not happen in my life anymore. And in my head, it was like, okay, the only way for people to stop bullying me is if they don't know I am not English. If when they meet me for the first time, they think she's English. They're not thinking about my nationality. They just take it for granted that I am English. They just believe I am English. So in my case, I actually was an imposter because for the first year and a half, I worked very hard on my speaking. I worked very hard on my pronunciation and my accent because I actually wanted to deceive people. I actually wanted to pretend I was English, but there was a reason for this. It's not like I'm crazy, I'm sick. And I wanted to lie to people because I was ashamed of being Brazilian. I didn't want to be Brazilian. No, I loved being Brazilian. But the situation I had gone through at school made me need to hide my nationality, which was something I was so proud of and always felt like it was something I wanted to talk about. But because I was so young and immature, I couldn't. So I say for the first year and a half, because after that, there was a turning point. There was a moment where things changed, and I realized that bullying was not going to happen anymore, that bullying was past me. I had gone through it. It was behind me now. It was behind me now. I left it behind. It was behind me now. And I was then ready to look forward, and to be excited about what was going to come my way in the future. And I noticed that saying I was Brazilian, having a good English was something that made me get the right kind of attention. So instead of the attention I was getting at school, which was, you don't speak English, you're Brazilian, attention, it was awful, I started to get the right kind of attention, like, you're Brazilian and you speak really well. Oh, this is great. How long have you been here? Like, tell me about you. Let me understand you and your mind and what you do. Do you see? So then I was no longer an imposter. I was just someone who was proud to be Brazilian and who was then able to show this to everyone. Now, do you go around telling people that your native language is English? Is that what you guys are doing? Are you guys going around saying to everyone, English is my language? Because if you're doing that, you're actually being an imposter. I never did that. I never said to anyone I was English. Never. People just thought I was English, because I worked on my speaking and I gave them this impression. Still to this day, a lot of people, when they first meet me, they think I'm English, but that's not because I'm saying I'm English, it's what they think. But the first opportunity I get, I just throw it in there. I go, yeah, because, in Brazil, things are a bit different. What do you mean in Brazil? Yeah, I'm actually from Brazil. That's my country. That's where I'm from. What? You're not English? No, not English, Brazil. You see? So you have to ask yourself these questions. Do I want people to think I'm not Brazilian or whatever your nationality is? Do I want people to believe I am actually a native speaker of English? Why? Why do you want people to believe that? Is it because you're trying to protect yourself? Because that's what I was doing. Are you trying to protect yourself or you're just being weird? You're just trying to make people believe you are something that you're actually not, and you don't even have a reason for it. You're not trying to protect yourself, you're not trying to deal with past trauma, then it's weird. Then you actually have to change your mentality and start working on that. But I don't believe that's what you guys are doing. I really just think that because it's not your language and you're speaking to people in this language that is not yours, you feel like an imposter. But no one said it's your language. English is not my language, so I know it, I am aware of this, so I don't feel like an imposter because I'm not trying to pretend it is. I'm not trying to fool myself, make myself believe this, or other people. I know for a fact it's not my language. It's like, think about it this way, it's like borrowing a dress or a shirt from your friend or your cousin or your sibling, your brother or sister. Your sibling has this shirt that you love, or this dress that you love, and you're going to a party and you ask them if you could borrow that particular item, and they go, yeah, sure, take the shirt, yeah, sure, take the dress, and you do, right? But when you put that dress on, what are you going to do? You're going to do your hair in a particular way, you're going to do your makeup in a particular way, you're going to choose the accessories that go with it, the necklace, the earrings, the ring maybe, a bracelet, I don't know. You're going to choose the shoes you're going to wear. You're kind of jazzing it up, jazz like the music. It's a funny way to say, making it special and cool. You're jazzing it up in your own way. It's still your sister's or your friend's dress. It's not your dress. You're borrowing it, but you're jazzing it up. You're making it your own for that night with your accessories, with your choice of hair and makeup. It's the same with English. It's not your language. You're borrowing that language and you're jazzing it up with your own way of expressing yourself, with your own personality, with your own accent, with your own quirks, the different things about you. Which is why I keep saying that people think I'm English and I say, well, my accent is actually not the perfect British accent. My accent is British with a Brazilian spark. There is a Brazilian touch, which I love, and I'm really not trying to hide at all. And I'm excited when people know it's not my language and I can speak it this well. And I want the same for you. Does that make sense? Are you feeling different now? I hope so. So remember that example. You're borrowing a shirt. You're going to wear it with trousers that you like. You're going to wear the shoes that you like. Maybe your brother wears that shirt in a very smart way, very formal, with proper shoes. But you're not like that. You're a casual kind of guy. So you're going to wear it with trainers. You're going to do something completely different. Therefore, you're jazzing it up. You're making it your own for the night. You're borrowing. So a language is something borrowed, and something that once you borrow, you do whatever you want with it and you make it your own. But it's not who you are. It's something borrowed. Yeah? All right, I think that was a very interesting topic and a very nice chat. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment, tell me how you feel. Do you feel like an imposter? Has this video helped you see things differently? I hope so. We're not imposters. We're actually really awesome people that learn to speak another language. See you guys next time. Bye.